It's the Normies coming at you. A little bit of The Wire, Season 1, Episode 1, The Target. We've been waiting to watch this shit for a long time.
4 years.
I thought it was
the weed. Oh, maybe we should say, hey, I'm Serge. This is Pat.
I'm Spidey.
Rana.
I am Chris.
I am Marqueta.
So who's seen this show before? Raise your hand. Oh man, look at that. One hand in the air. One glorious, sexy chocolate fucking bar of an arm right here.
Oh God, you're making me hungry.
Melanin Daddy. That's what y'all should call me from here on out. Anyway, I love The Wire. It's one of my favorite shows. It's one of my family's favorite shows. We just really dig it. We're huge fans. Good shit all in all. But why don't everybody else tell me their experience or what they know about it, and then we can kick it off so that way everybody knows where everyone else is starting from.
Literally, I just know that you and Micky just love the crap out of this. The end. Nothing else. No
you know
details.
nothing else about it?
You guys have literally given no details about this.
All I know is it's a show about, it's a very old show, but it's relevant to things going on in society today. There's some high profile actors in it that I will be excited to see. I know a couple of them, but I'm sure there's a lot more that I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing that I know is I saw Peter wear this bomb-ass shirt. That was a Wire shirt that had a lion on it. And I was like, yep, I want to watch that show.
Spidey, what about you?
I've never seen it. I've only heard it's like, someone told me Black Sopranos. Someone told me it's Power Before Power. I've never seen
both of those things.
Either of those shows either. So I don't know. Someone told me they're going to take my black card if I didn't see it. So glad we're here watching it. I can keep my black card.
I've almost had mine revoked many a time over the years.
I know about the couch. I know I don't know if it's from like a poster or somebody like did a photo shoot like with a couch type of thing. But like I know there is a couch in the middle of like a field or like I don't know, like grass
This
or
ain't
whatever. Like
Friends,
somewhere in the
girl.
neighborhood there. And also
Marquette is familiar
This
with
ain't
the most
Once Upon a
esoteric part of the show.
what? The couch?
Yeah, it's like the most esoteric thing. Like
Esoteric? Huh. Other than that, I don't really know anything. I know that one of the characters is named after, my cat is named after one of the characters. So I'm very excited to finally know who the person is.
What?
No,
One of the cat. Our cat is named after one of the characters. It'd be funny if there's a Marquette in the show. Anyways, guys, this is not a market substitute. Support the OG content on your own. Shit's like 10 years old, but I think it's a masterpiece. Go, watch it. It's deep. It's something you gotta watch and like pay attention to. Don't try to cook some popcorn and shit while you like don't fuck around like that. Watch it. Also, if you want to, you can support the Normies over on Patreon. Where guess what? We're already probably like 4 episodes ahead. You want to watch ahead? Come on over to Patreon and check it out. Also, support us on Patreon means that we do fun skits and shit.
Yeah.
Is it possible to pull off a Wire skit that YouTube won't deem to be unmarketable? Only one way to find out.
Your boy's name is
Oh,
what?
it's in Baltimore. Cool.
It's not.
I thought it was
Guys,
Chicago.
it's not
New York.
No shots, not. I ain't going to no court. Motherfucker ain't have to put no cap in him, no. He could have just whipped his ass like we always whip his ass.
I agree with you.
Snot been doing the same shit since I don't know how long. Kill a man over some bullshit. And every Friday night in the alley behind the cut where you rolling bones, you know?
Rolling Bones?
Crack.
Play it out to
No?
the pots deep.
It's playing dice.
Snatch and run.
What?
Shooting dice.
And every Friday night, your pal Snot Boogie, he'd wait till there was cash on the ground, then he'd grab the money and run away.
How'd they not see that coming? Yeah.
Every time Snot Boogie would grab the money and run away.
Why'd you invite him?
Why'd you even let him in the game?
Because you guys were both in it.
God, this America, man.
Wow.
All right. Damn. It's not Boogie dead as fuck. Whoa, 90s series intro.
I like the porn music intro.
It's on.
When it's not
When
your
it's
turn.
not your turn.
When it's not.
I was there a quote every episode.
Mr. Gant, do you see the man you identified from that photo array card?
Little baby.
He's right there.
For the record, the witness has identified the defendant.
Just one question, Mr. Gant. Have you ever seen this young man before the day in question?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
What does that
You're
mean?
excused, Mr. Gant.
You know some lawyer trickery, man. Can't trust a lawyer.
State calls. And are you employed the day of the shooting? Uh-huh. And what were your duties on that day? In the lobby of the
I knew it was going to be a big hell.
That's funny.
Yes. And do you see that man in the courtroom today?
D'Angelo Barkley.
Oh, yep. He's a big player. You know it. Look at that.
Oh,
He
this
making
dirty
moves.
shit right
He
here.
making moves.
He ain't here.
Yes.
Miss Lyles, do you remember when Detective Barlow showed you this photo array? I call your attention to your initials, which identified this photo. Did you write your initials above that photograph?
Uh-oh.
It's like his whole crew is here or some shit. You know?
Yeah, it is.
We got paperwork.
He ain't the one that did the shooting.
Oh my
But
God.
you identified him.
Well, that's because he looked like the boy that did it. The one that did it, I saw him come in the building a week later.
You saw
This is some Jim and Gil Saul Goodman shit.
A week later. I called Detective
Barlow.
Detective Barlow, but he didn't call me back.
Nicely done.
You called Detective.
Damn. Just like that. They got like a friendly rivalry going on, but it's serious business.
As to the defendant, D'Angelo Barksdale, how say you to the charge of murder in the first degree?
Not guilty.
Oh.
How say you to the charge of murder in the second degree?
Not guilty.
Good lawyer.
Good Idris Elba.
He's got a
Good lawyer, you're playing
it's a good support system.
I don't want to speculate on whether or not I think he's actually guilty, but there was definitely some finessing done there.
Oh, for sure, finessing.
Get him off.
Idris Elba over here doing the finessing.
I think he's guilty and he's about to get killed. I just want someone to die in the first episode.
I mean, shit, Snot Boogie
I
died,
really
bro.
need someone to die in the first episode. Like, there's no way to really bring it. Oh yeah, Snot.
You don't forget Snot Boogie, bro?
Damn.
What the hell happened out there?
We lost.
Were you on this?
The case?
Yeah.
D'Angelo Barkley, was he, did he supposedly shoot Snot Boogie? Was that what the case
I
was?
feel like, yeah.
Stringer Bell.
Yeah, that was him in court with the legal pad and the glasses. Scaring the living shit out
Stringer
of every
Bell is
witness.
Idris Elba's name.
Him and the rest of his crew. Barksdale has 5 out of 7 towers on the terrace. That's 10 stairwells and 5 high rises going 24/7 for dope and coke. The low rises, the avenue corners, they're all his too.
How do you know this?
Everybody knows it.
Define everybody.
By everybody on the west side.
Love that.
Barksdale and Bell, they're the new power. Beat 3 cases in court doing the same thing they just did to you.
Well, who's working it?
Nobody, really. Well, I mean, we're a little busy doing street rips, you know.
So if it's not your case, why do you care?
Cause fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the fucking bureaucracy of it all, man.
Do I look like your bitch?
We taking the
Lance
Mercedes?
Reddick. Oh yeah.
No.
This dude's great, man. He was in Lost also. He's just got a great fucking posture. I don't know, the way he presents himself. You'll see.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, I was gonna say I like him in John Wick one.
Oh yeah, he's in John Wick also.
receptionist.
Yeah.
Oh, the hotel guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What he means to say is that we are an effective
Yeah, I
deterrent
used
on
to
the
know
war on
that
drugs when
name
we
back
are on
in
the
the day.
street. Fucking motherfuckers up, right? Indeed.
Oh, okay.
Fuck the paperwork, light body, split head. Split them wide, the Western District way.
No.
What a mentality.
Fighting the war on drugs, one brutality case at a time.
Girl, you can't even call this shit a war. Why not? Wars end.
Damn. Damn.
He's about to write that shit down.
The war on drugs is pointless. At me.
At me, for real.
Now you just pissed.
He didn't have answers for the deputy's questions.
About what?
Avon Barksdale.
Who?
That's what I said. A West Side player who apparently indulges in occasional murder.
They never even heard of him.
What about homicide? I mean, if the guy's doing murders.
Homicide and Major was in the same meeting. His people would be scrambling to get something on paper, too.
Are they narcotics?
Yeah, because they were doing the drug bust. But it's like, you saw McNulty, like, talk to the judge. And then the judge goes and talks to these higher-ups. And, like, all that shit trickles back down. And, like, they got to do shit, too.
Major wants to talk to you before you roll out.
What about?
Fuck should I know? I'm only your sergeant.
Who the fuck
So
is
much
Major?
like.
Why is everybody so
He will be the Major. I know
Because
him.
everybody,
You know this
they all
guy?
know, they all
Yes.
got shit.
He's in every
Apparently
fucking-
they hate.
Everybody's so mad.
Something wrong?
Also, I think Baltimore.
Just contemplating out the window.
Put your ass in the chair.
Got the jobs ahead of them.
He was just staring out the window for 2 hours waiting for him to come in.
You see these, McNulty? You see him?
He's got the fucking voice, you know.
I'm upstairs answering questions about some Project Nigger I never even heard of, who's supposed to have beat my unit out of 10 murders.
3. They only beat 3 in court.
I got the deputy asking about 10.
Well, no, they did 10. We only charged him with 3.
No, God, come on, bro.
Listen to him.
This judge, he fucks me up. He asked me a question, I answer it. I didn't know he was gonna call anybody.
True.
McNulty's a little smart ass for real.
Basically tell him to fuck off and not even dig into it at all.
You're typing.
Sir?
You got that shot now.
Deputy wants a report on his desk at 0800.
Paperwork, woo!
When you list the cases, put a little dot next to each one. Deputy likes dots.
You can shut yourself in the foot
dots.
before you're like.
Some bullet points.
Deputy likes dots.
Bro, this looks really dope actually. It's the shot.
What's the rule?
Damn.
What's the rule?
Yep, people get shot.
I know the rule. Say it. Don't talk in the car, or on the phone, or in any place that ain't ours, and don't say shit to anybody who ain't us. But it was just you, yo. It's your fucking truck.
You never know, man, when people put bugs in that shit.
Don't talk in the car.
This shot is like low-key
Rules
beautiful,
for a
bro.
reason.
Even with that lighting back there.
Rules for a fucking reason.
Everybody get hit.
I guess they're just like, they can't even talk in their own personal car just in case it's bugged or shit. What? Imagine how this show would be now. People listening on your phone like all the fucking time.
All the time.
Yeah.
You can't. It's hard to be a drug dealer nowadays.
Yeah.
I know it ain't go so good, but that nigga Pooh, he caught me off guard. He came at me like he was crazy.
So you shoot the motherfucker?
Saying it was him or me.
How the fuck you end up shooting this nigga in front of the security booth with all them people around? You can't take a beating neither. So the first thing you do, you pull your gun out. Then now we got to work around.
I know.
He said one motherfucking thing I want to hear.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I feel like that's his brother or some shit like that.
Maybe.
He's going too easy on him.
Oh man, you family.
You're right.
Okay. That shit costs money. You gonna make that right?
No stuff. You gonna see. When I get back to the tower, I'm gonna
You ain't go to the towers.
You off the towers, bro. Most Def, not the rapper.
Walk out of here like that. You family, right? All right. You know it's always love.
Was that kiss of death?
Nah, if he really family, I don't know if he'd send him to his death like that. I think he's on thin ice though.
Most Def would actually be pretty fucking dope in this show. Also, it's crazy how uncomfortably British Idris Elba is.
Bro, that's
it doesn't seem like it.
Of course, your partner over here has to go over to the courthouse and lay our business out in front of a judge. Major calls me at home, says I should get in early, read over your shoulder.
Bullet points.
Dots.
Deputy loves dots.
Fuck you and your dots.
Fuck you.
What? McNulty tried to do a good thing and now he's being punished? For gay?
He was just answering the judge's questions though, I mean.
Like, what the fuck? If the judge asks you, you're going to answer.
Yeah.
Your deal today, you going out on point, picking up business in the pit.
What?
You the man in the low rise.
You got Ronnie Moe in the pit.
Ronnie Moe got 851 this morning.
What's it?
Damn.
You gonna put me in the low rises when I had a tower since summer?
Because you fucked up.
You might have a tower again if you can keep your mind to shit.
Oh, God.
You getting demoted? You fucked up at work. That's what happens.
Bro, this ain't no Fortune 500 business. If you fuck up and cost court fees and make people bend backwards to get your ass free, you're gonna get a demotion, bro.
Bro, even if it was fucking Fortune 500, you get a fucking demotion. Like, he over here acting like just because his uncle the CEO, you can do whatever fuck you want.
A brother, you got this
that
much
ain't how shit
love.
goes.
The couch. I seen the.
Just feel like the couch, I don't know.
The couch!
Maybe it's more iconic than I thought. I just fucking couch.
It's nice. I want one.
You want a tore up ass couch in the middle of projects? I can get you one.
That's where you smoke. That's where everybody goes to smoke.
Oh shit! Is that young Michael B. Jordan up in here?
Is that it?
Wasn't you in the towers?
Where? No, that him right there?
Why they put you down here? Yo, you messed up.
Isn't that?
Isn't that?
Is that Michael B. Jordan?
Michael B.
Is
Jordan.
that baby Michael B. Jordan?
It can't be. That's too baby.
I think it
I said
may
It's
kill
too
him,
baby.
kill him.
little baby.
Hey, Looney, it's too baby.
Can't put this guy down for murder too, so they're getting us to do their work.
Again, this they got us. Oh, they got you, in fact. Set something up with homicide. Whatever else you want from your squad. Fucking shitstorm.
Why are they bitching about, like, doing their job? I just don't get that.
Yeah, everyone's trying to shuffle
Sure, like, they're just trying to, like,
work to
just,
someone
yeah.
else.
Yeah, like, do you not want to catch these murderers?
I mean, everyone just wants to save their own ass. Like, they're getting in trouble. Even people at top are getting in trouble.
Like,
about
yeah,
that,
like,
and
trying to,
so-
like, I don't get it.
Wait, why are we gonna use real money?
We're not burning no Lemon Street chumps here. Feel me?
I'm down.
Ugh, fucking meth mouth over here.
We gotta start tightening up, man. No more shortcuts.
She count.
Fake bill.
7.
Was that the fake bill?
No.
You want to count it. I don't know how y'all do shit up in the towers, but down here you want to count it.
Hey, yo, ho, ho, ho. Y'all niggas been burnt. This look like money? Money be green. Money feel like money. That shit look green to you?
Got a dead fucking president on it.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about the president.
Oh my God.
Hamilton? He ain't no president. Nigga, is you crazy? Ain't no ugly ass white man get his face on no legal motherfucking tender set he president.
Except Benjamin Franklin.
Nah, bro. Alexander Hamilton was never president.
Man, you need to pace that shit, man. Johnny, man, you hear me?
Johnny's gone.
Cool. Johnny, you dead, bro. Oh, no.
Nah, man, you won't fall out, man, slamming shit like that one of these days, boy.
Y'all about to get clapped.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you a little game, man. But you want to pretend like you know something.
Y'all know a lot, Bubs.
Nah, you green. I'm trying to get you brown, man. What
does this mean?
Like he's green as in a rookie. He's make brown. He wants to get him like understand shit.
Let me do the scan tomorrow.
No.
Come on, man. I'm ready.
Bob's about to die. His buddy's about to die, it looks like.
Yo, I'm brown.
Shit. You ain't even fucking babe.
Shooting up heroin in this dingy ass looking fucking spot makes my arms hurt.
I wonder like, at what point you like, sorry, let's do this.
Your whole arm hurts.
What do you call it? If you got nothing else, I mean, I don't know, man. If you're homeless or if you got nothing else going for you, just chasing the next high. I guess.
Now, who you using? Lead detective? Greg's. She's my best right now. I wouldn't be surprised if you get McNulty. You know McNulty? Not really. Well, he's the one who mouthed off to the judge in the first place. He talked to the judge? Yeah, that's my understanding. So if he comes over on this...
Why is everybody shitty at McNulty?
See, nobody wants to work together.
Everyone's job harder.
I guess it's all about like
They were not
who's
solving
cleared to
the
talk to
murders.
who. You know what I mean?
Keep me briefed.
I think that might not be the job.
It's like McNulty ain't getting on that boat.
Actually supposed to be.
No. He got his wish.
We get a feel. He was like, he said literally, he was just like, we lose cases all the time. Why they shitty? Like,
to the
Sorry. What's the job? Like?
It's lying. From a 3-story walk-up on Homer Avenue.
How'd they get that?
Bottoms of Pimlico. Fiber optic lensing. Camera's behind a hole in the drywall. So small, looks like a nail might have made it.
That's crazy why they're so paranoid by not talking to the trucks and stuff.
Most of the squad's been transferred to counterterrorism.
You guys are getting out of drugs?
Yeah, for a while, yeah. We just don't have the manpower to say anything big. Not since those towers fell.
What, we don't have enough love in our hearts for 2 wars? Joke's on us, huh?
When did the show come out?
I have no idea.
You said towers fell. Are they talking about? No, that's Baltimore.
Swap from counterterrorism to drug on war
Oh,
counterterrorism.
Johnny's throwing that scam again.
The war on terror.
Let's see, Johnny.
From the
Can
war
you
on
pull it up?
trust,
Yes,
the war
might
on
get
terror.
whooped.
2 endless
Oh,
wars.
it came out in 2002. This is post 9/11. I guess they were talking about 9/11. You green, son. You about to get your ass clapped.
Yeah. Especially Michael B. Jordan knows.
Hold up.
What? See, just 2 and 2.
Come on, man. I ain't got time for it.
I give you 20, man.
You give me 20?
20, one of the short
So
3.
you get 7. Hold up.
He's trying to quit cashing, bro.
Man, hold up, man. Hold up. You're fucking me up. Chill out. Come on now.
He fucked up.
Why are you dropping? What the fuck?
He might get his ass whooped.
What are you doing? Look at this shit. Look, nigga. Look. The white boy right there. Hey, yo, Pooh. Grab that motherfucker. Good D, man. Hold up, man.
Dude didn't get his shit.
I didn't get my drugs, bro. What the fuck?
I just need my crack.
Oh my god, you're gonna die.
I know everybody here in this block.
Yo, what are you doing, man? Yeah. What, man? Why you fucking with me? Shit, this the motherfucker right here with the make-believe money. Fucker. It was this nigga. I saw him.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Fuck that. Yo, what we need to do is motherfucker burn us for $30. We need to take him to Franklin Ave and throw his ass right onto the motherfucking express.
Oh my god, for
No, bro, you just let him get in trouble, y'all.
Fucking sorry. I fucked up, man.
What you got going?
Just a 10-out drop, man, the real one.
He's about to get shot for no reason. I mean, for
Nah,
reason.
they can't. They're not gonna cap him for this.
I hope he learns his lesson, because like you're about to shoot somebody over $20. Just beat his ass. Beat his ass. That's it.
You gotta say something, bro.
Oh my god.
$30.
Broad daylight.
Right. That's how you get cops on your ass.
It's because we've seen you more than once, and this isn't the first
Oh,
time.
I mean,
we don't know how much.
You gotta make a fucking example of them too, so nobody else will do it.
They're deep, they're organized. They got everyone on the terraces running scared.
What do you suggest?
Surveillance teams, DNRs, asset investigation. Keep gathering string till we can find a way in. That's what makes this case.
Is that what you told the judge?
Okay, so I'm an asshole for that, but I'm right about this much.
No mics, no wires.
The wire.
Unfortunately, that's the name.
You have to have a wire.
2 days ago, no one on this fucking floor knew this mope's name. Now he's some kind of criminal mastermind.
Shit, I say we go down to the terrace and fuck some people up.
This dude just wants to go fuck people up on the street all the time.
No one does anything at all on the street without me knowing about it first. Chain of command, detective.
Looking at you, motherfucker. At you.
You're no one.
That guy Herb's like, I want to bash some fucking heads in, man.
I'm saying it was only a couple dollars.
It ain't the money.
We fucked him up so bad.
It's the message, D. You can't show no weakness.
But you told the guy not to kill anybody.
So he was able to kill a guy, but he didn't want to.
He killed that guy in like a moment. Like he didn't plan on killing the dude that he shot.
Maybe
in
he
the,
didn't verbalize it. That's
stairwell,
why.
but
He didn't like
beating up
say anything
fucking.
himself.
What's his name? Yeah.
What was he supposed to do?
Different.
He, like,
You know what I mean?
It didn't get in trouble for
like
like
to shoot the guy.
That's fucking amazing.
Like, is it because he didn't say anything like verbally to him?
Exactly. And my thing was like he just got ripped a new asshole for like not controlling his
I
emotions.
mean, I think it's because he wasn't like hype on the ass whooping. He could have shown more force. He's supposed to be the leader down there in the pit.
You should have told them to beat his ass instead of letting them do it. Like.
Damn, she's going to school too. Fuck.
Right. What you call an overachiever? What? They got a lesbian relationship in 2002 on HBO?
2002 lesbian
What? Okay, HBO. Pushing boundaries out here.
Surge, is Pat okay?
Yeah, he was excited that a 2002 HBO show had a lesbian black relationship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this case. Where it should be done.
So buy a bus, Jimmy. Get in and get out.
Now, fuck that.
Jim.
Jimmy has a train coming.
Dude, what are you doing?
He don't give a fuck.
That's the case.
Right.
The train is the case.
What if you got stuck? What if your shoe got stuck or some shit?
And let's. How you getting home, bro?
You driving?
Are they driving?
No!
They're cops. Who's pulling them over?
How these motherfuckers driving? They're po-pos. No, this dude.
You don't say. You don't say nothing.
Don't give a fuck. Ain't no Uber back there.
Crashed your buddy. And
Cab drive. Oh, he's looking at his friend.
Aren't you still locked up? How long you been home?
In 3 months.
All right. Go on. Who's he?
Fine.
Is he gonna make it?
You still working drugs?
Oh shit, they got their lead. They got a little lead.
I got something for you.
Damn.
But at the same time, bro, man, you try to rip these motherfuckers off, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Why you gonna snitch
The
when
whole
you try
show
to rip
would
them
be like
off?
cause and effect. Like literally every single thing that has happened in this episode has had like a direct
You
fucking
can even
effect.
piss off a low life crackhead and they'll come back and bite you in the ass.
But that motherfucker trying to rip you off. Like, this is dude, I hate this stuff.
1 or 2 shots to the head. No witnesses, no suspects.
Who called it in?
No 21 posts found it.
There he is.
So William Gant, 42.
Gant? Wait.
We got pictures?
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, let's roll.
Oh my God! It's the jet.
That one guy.
No. I knew this was gonna happen.
You see the man you identified sitting in the
killed him.
courtroom today.
He wouldn't finish the job.
He's right there.
He didn't show no weakness in here.
That's your fault.
Damn.
His uncle and his brother, or his families took care for him. I don't think he's cut up for this life.
You think he killed him or Idris Elba did?
Idris Elba, yeah. I don't think he's cut up for this life now. He's been drinking and shit. Look at
They
him.
couldn't protect him. Like,
He ain't
No,
cut
it
up.
all his
Didn't
actions
they-
have consequences. Yeah, I don't know.
What do they have
but
to
didn't they
protect?
know this was gonna
Statue right there.
happen?
They're gonna end it here, I think.
Like that person was risking their life.
That's probably why other witnesses don't step up to risk their lives.
Well, that's the problem. That's a problem, though. Like, you should proactively address that.
Fade out to black.
Sweet. Cool first episode.
It was.
Yeah, nice.
That was a really good first episode.
Yeah. I like how like the beginning and end like came together like that.
I am very glad I was taking notes because I was lost in the sauce for a very long time.
I feel like it left me with a full
I should have been taking notes. The only thing that I'm confused on is what everybody's job title is. Like Lance Reddick, like where each department they're in. McClunky. What's his name?
McNulty. I mean, they said all those things in it, and when I also said that the relationship between D'Angelo and Avon, D'Angelo called him Unc in the conversation. You can hear him say it; it just didn't show up in the subtitle, so not a spoiler. But I do like that they show you like just hierarchy and bureaucracy on both sides.
Yeah.
And like how it works, and like even like when Herc was like, yeah, shit rolls downhill, and you see like one fuck up leads to another thing. I was telling Spidey that the whole entire show is like cause and effect. Like one thing happens, and then like you see the direct fucking effect from that, usually in the same episode, which is awesome. But if you have any questions about whose jobs are, I'll tell you.
The dude that was partners with Father Gabriel, what did he do that trickled down?
No, Hurt just mentioned that. They were talking about, like, they didn't know what happened, and they were just like, shit rolls downhill, but then you saw that theme throughout the rest of the episode.
Right.
And piss dribbles.
Piss dribbles, yeah, I love that. That's probably my favorite quote. They should
That
put
was
that quote
so
at the beginning.
stupid. Those two guys are hilarious and everything. Oh my god.
I think they're going to start each episode with a quote. I forgot what that one said. I'm going to go back. Go on.
What's Gabriel's name?
Sorry, Marco.
Gabriel looks so nice, so like young. He looks like a baby.
And young Michael B. Jordan and like.
Yeah, he's an actual baby.
Michael B. Jordan's just a straight toddler.
I love how both Michael B. Jordan and the dude that was trying to rip him off last time were both green, technically, at their jobs. Like, you know what I mean?
Brand fucking new.
Yeah.
My favorite character right now is Kima. I love her so much.
Kima's
so cool, dude.
Kima Gregs.
This show is just so like well done. Like I'm not gonna compare it to other shows because I hate doing that, but like you know the shots and the dialogue and it just like seems so natural and good. Like I love it, and I just love all the cussing.
And it answered questions. I like that with shows. Like it actually did.
Some of the shots were. My favorite was when they were just in front of that store when he pulled over and told them not to talk in the car.
Oh yeah.
Could be wiretapped or whatever.
Fucking
like, I don't know. That one stands out to me. But the camera's always moving too. Even when they're stationarily sitting, the camera's always moving.
I just like I'm not again. This is not a comparison, but I like old shows like this, like the cinematography of it, like you know Charmed or I never saw.
It's almost like a movie.
Yeah, it's almost like a movie feel, and like when things. Right now, 2020 and like the last few years have been so fucking serious and shit. Like you have to watch what you do and say, but like this is cool. Like people are smoking at the bar still. Like it's just like that kind of back and feel like just. Things are not so bad. Feel I like.
So
people are dying in the streets.
And just also, right after 9/11, we were switching from fucking the war on drugs to fucking the war on terror. So I was gonna say the quote this episode was when it's not your turn, McNulty, and he was talking I think to Bump when he was like, "There you go again, giving a fuck when it's not your turn." But like that's what like all right. So you see McNulty being like shit's fucked up, and he also had a grudge because he lost a case against the Avon Barksdale crew. And so, like, he goes, talks to this judge out of the chain of command. Judge goes and talks to the higher-ups. Higher-ups comes down. It all, like, flows down until he's getting bitched at by his fucking superior officer, or Rawls, who was like, yeah, some fucking Project Niggers out here, and everybody knows his name. Like, you see, like, everybody's fucking up, right? Like, everyone has their own bias. People are, like, racist in the chain of command, and then also being like, I'm just here to, like, fucking get my numbers up. Like, dude was like, yeah, we're just gonna go out on the street and use street rips. And like, McNulty was like, that's what we've been doing and it don't work. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. That's what I've been doing.
So I, when they were at the court, the jury was very diverse. I don't know if it's because Baltimore just has a greater population of diverse peoples, but that was a very diverse jury. That doesn't usually happen. That was kind of like
stood up to you as being interesting.
Yeah, that was.
Why the fuck did he get so much shit? Like what's his name?
McNulty.
Not McNulty. The guy who got Avon Boxer. Like he got a new asshole from Idris and his brother or cousin or whatever.
This is his uncle. You mean D'Angelo? Avon is the older one.
Yeah.
Avon's the older one. D'Angelo. Okay.
D'Angelo
so Avon. Okay, so D'Angelo is a cousin of Avon. Idris Elba who's he to Angelo?
He's like helping run the operations. Like they are like the CEO and the fucking vice president.
He's not an uncle. So Idris Elba is not an uncle for D'Angelo, right?
I think they're cousins.
I don't think they're
okay.
related.
So then my thing is, why is he getting so much shit after he got ripped a new ass off for saying you need to control your emotions and you need to handle your shit better and you know do like you should just whoop the motherfucker before killing him. Why after that when he got like you know when he got ripped off and he didn't do anything except like you know let the guys beat him up
because he's not
like you should have handled that better.
He's not showing that he's like a gang leader. Like you would have told them dudes to beat his ass or kill that dude instead of letting them ask you what to do. Like he didn't just jump on it with the decision. He's not a decision maker.
Yeah. What I also think is that when he was at the towers, it was obviously much easier to like sell because there's just higher demand and like more people in like you know closed area.
Yeah.
So I think that he was the shit there, and now he actually has to put in work for this to like sell and like create like operations and stuff because they were I think that in the towers they were just operating inside.
Yeah,
right?
he'd have to deal with the nitty gritty of
Yeah,
like
they had a
the
better
people.
organization.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
people probably couldn't see,
Pat
but like
also-
if you're in the yard, everybody can see you.
Pat also said it's possible that he's not cut out for this life, or he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do this, or maybe he's pissed off
But
with
he
emotion.
killed
Are we too
him.
soon
No,
that
it's
he
not.
killed?
He's
Man,
got
killed
too
that guy
much,
in a
too much
fight.
empathy because they were
He
talking
does
about
have
how he
empathy.
accidentally killed. Like he wasn't supposed to kill the first guy the way he killed him, and then they had to do all this
Yeah.
other shit to get that
Yeah.
shit covered up.
And
So
like
he was
you heard-
supposed to do a job real clean.
And when he
fuck
was
that.
talking with his uncle Avon was like, yeah, I know, I gotta like get my mind about me and pay more attention. He was like, I know y'all been telling me this shit, so like, I feel like it's like a nepotism thing where he like, I'm gonna put my nephew on because like I fucks with him, but like he wasn't like fit for the job. Not that maybe he's not good for the street life, but like he wasn't fit for that higher position. It's like giving somebody a fucking regional manager position when they ain't never had a job before, damn near.
Yeah, because he like when he was like, why he initially got arrested, he was like, yeah, the guy was coming at me, and what I do first is pull out my gun. He didn't like think and whatever, like in this situation. He just sympathetic, I think. I think when he was in towers, he just had to like tell people what to do, but now like he has to get his hands dirty, and that's not his thing. But he got his hands
So
dirty.
you think he killed? Do you think he actually killed that witness at the
Yeah,
end,
he got
or
his
was it
hands dirty because his uncle.
Stringer?
No, he did because like they started talking down to him.
I think
his
it
uncle
could have
killed
been
him.
Bell. It could have been Idris.
No, you were
Stringer Bell.
asking
I
if
think it was
D
him.
killed the witness at the end.
I don't think they killed him.
I think it was him.
D looked surprised when he said
Yeah,
it.
he
He
was
was-
kind of
he
off
looked
put by
like
it. Like I think it was
shitty.
someone else.
He looked
Yeah,
shitty about it.
he was hurt by it. He was sad.
I think he was like realizing his actions have
Yeah.
consequences.
Or
type of
maybe he
deal.
got shit
Like,
talked
more-
to enough that he was like, fuck it, I have to act like a man in this business. I got played twice with
He
my
didn't look
But
like he
why-
acted like a
but-
man when he walked
but
away.
I don't know if he
Right.
would go and kill the dude that tried to accuse him in court. I don't know.
But that's
more
like his loose
information is
ends.
needed.
That was one of his loose ends that he like left. Like you have to like
Inconclusive.
yeah, I don't know. I mean that's why I just
He's not supposed to take that upon himself, though.
I mean
You know
that's
what
why
I
his
mean?
uncles
I would
and
think he would
cousins
be
said
supposed
that like
to take it
you're
upon himself.
Yeah.
At least talk to someone about it. Be like, hey,
I think
being in a gang or something like that. Like you have to take care of your shit. You can't always like unless you're like the head honcho. You can't like you have to get your hands dirty.
I think the next time we get the
it seemed
chance.
like they were so pissed that he killed somebody that they wouldn't have. They would not be okay if he just straight up shot this dude Gant. I think it could have been Idris Elba. It could have been Stringer. Like them cleaning up his mess for him and him realizing like, oh shit, my actions have consequences. But I don't think he shot the guy at the end because
I don't think he shot the guy there either, just because it was the whole first time. The problem again was that you were supposed to do it here with no witnesses, and then you end up chasing the student, shoot him from a security booth. And then when the detective's coming at the end, he's like, "Yeah, we've got this murder, 2 bullets, no witnesses, boom, boom, boom." Like it was done clean, it was done right.
They even said the cops found that body. They were like, so who
Right.
found the body? And he was like, it was a patrol unit that found it. So like,
yeah.
What's 851?
I have no idea.
5-0's police.
No, 50 is police. But what's
Also,
8?
He said somebody got
what did,
851. It's probably a police code. You gotta look it up.
Look it up, Marquetta.
851.
Hey, what did I'm going to say his name because I don't know his real name or I forgot
5150.
I don't know his name in the show yet, but the robber's name from Suits, the black guy, the partner for McNulty.
Bong?
Like what was this thing? He kept on like, yeah, he like when every time he finds a dead body. He just wants to like set it aside and just
'Cause
let
he doesn't want to do the
he doesn't want-
paperwork.
he doesn't want to do the paper. Like so, like at the end, did he just like toss the body out so he didn't have to do the paperwork?
You know,
and so
he's
like
a
they're-
police
so that
officer.
body-
He does not toss a body out. He
He's
just
a
hopes
dirty-
and
he's a dirty
he
cop.
just hopes and
He
wishes
just-
like it's not a big deal, but like that's it. Like it's just wishful thinking. But
then what did he say? What do you say about moving the carcass?
Oh, 851 is someone.
oh,
got
like turn it
arrested.
over, like because it was on his face forward. I think like that.
Yeah, he
you
was
can
like
turn
turning over.
now.
They needed
you're not,
to see
you're not
his face
supposed to
so
like
they could
messing
identify
evidence
him.
when you first get there. I think they did.
No. Like the guy that finally. Like, remember they found a guy in an
Oh,
apartment.
so
in
what, he
a
was
town.
upset that they wanted to make sure that guy came back as like he just walked into the building and died because they're homicide. They have to show up and answer for any suspicious dead body, right? But if that body comes back a murder, then that's a case that they have to solve. So it's like, and then like if they don't solve it, it doesn't look good for them, you know. So
You
he's
see?
like, that's why he was like, fuck, man, I know you're gonna be laughing at me if this dude comes back a murder, but he's like, I'm hoping he just came in here and died, so then like he doesn't have to do the work for it, because otherwise, you know.
Yeah, and
So then
I
when they
think
were
that-
drinking at the end, when they were drinking at the end, like the Jameson bottle, they were talking about moving the carcass, and so no one else
Oh,
coming.
they
no
were
one
talking
can see
about
that
mouse,
body
dog.
yet.
They were talking about the mouse, bro. He said he shot a fucking mouse.
Okay.
That mouse scene was hilarious. So they're like,
That
literally
was
shot.
so
You're
fucking
fucking.
stupid.
Was
His
it
blood
service?
must be so.
Try to send a message to the other rats.
There's like a lot of good humor in this show too so far.
Yeah.
Also,
it's kind of like a dry humor.
Was that supposed to be a metaphor? Like he shot the rat and left it as and he was gonna leave it as a message to others when then the guy at the end is dead. Maybe it was left as a message.
They literally shot a rat and left them as a message. Damn, son.
Oh, she's nipples.
And the dude at the end was technically ratting.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe that's first.
What do you mean? Maybe that seems like that's a one-on-one comparison.
Oh yeah.
Damn, son.
That shit was deep. That's a deep cut,
I was gonna
bro.
say to Suraj that so when this came out, it was premiered in 4x3 because it was on old TVs, right? But when they were making it, they made sure to frame everything. So you see a lot of frames within frames to compensate for it, so that it looked more cinematic. And somehow I don't know how they're doing it, but it's a 16:9 now, so. Maybe they had it in 16:9 the whole time and just cropped it. But regardless, even if you would have watched it in its original formatting, they people would be obscured behind things to make it so that they were in a rectangle instead of being in the usual square format. Because they had hindsight of being we want this to look as cinematic as possible.
I love seeing that show.
That is dope.
Snot Boogie.
Snot Boogie. Poop.
Snot Boogie.
I'll be poop for the rest of the
That's gonna be my username, bro. my PSN ID to Snot Boogie.
Nice.
Also, a show's called The Wire because they use wires.
I said that too. I was like, The Wire.
The name of the show is a spoiler.
Spoilers.
And lastly, I just wanted to say, if he said something to the old dude who was using fake bills, maybe just sent a message and roughed him up a little bit, but not to the extent that they sent him to the hospital, they wouldn't have this little leak right now. Because now the team has a lead. Because the other crackhead dude was like, "Hey, I have a lead. I have some intel."
I want to say something on that.
You don't know who's gonna come and
cause and effect, bro.
bite you in the ass. You gotta be careful.
I want to say something like my whole thing, my only biggest gripe with that thing is. You rip these motherfuckers off, and now you're gonna snitch on them? That's straight doo-doo. Come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
They almost
you wanna go rip somebody off?
You hurt him.
I don't give a fuck. You try to rip them off.
But Pat, also look at it this way too, though. For Bubs and I forget the guy's name who got fucked up. They're customers. They're going to a place to buy something on a regular.
Yeah,
hold on,
as a customer,
hold your fucking on. But when your customers fuck up, you're supposed to punish your customers, but it's not I don't think it's supposed to be this bad. If you steal from Walmart calls the cops, and at most you get arrested, but eventually you come back to Walmart. But I mean, I understand literally why it happens, but I can't be mad at fucking the two crackheads for being upset about it. They're crackheads. They don't have a lot going on in life.
That's true.
Walmart and street business is totally different thing. You can't compare the both things. The street customers and Walmart customers are different. You don't have a receipt to go sell your return your drugs. That's different.
Listen,
Exactly.
That's why drug dealers are not superstores. They're drug dealers.
Exactly. So that's why. There's different rules.
Security's different.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be surprised, but Bubs now knows he needs to get out of that drug because he's killing his
I wouldn't have took the ass whooping line down either, though, and that's the only power that they, as crackheads, they have.
You're
doesn't crack make you strong?
You're usually on the side of revenge. Why are you not now?
Oh. That's not revenge. How's that revenge? That's just
he's taking revenge on his friend. By snitching.
But you fucked up. That's snitches get stitches. That's your fucking fault. For the goddamn you want to go rip a drug dealer off. You try to go rip any drug dealer off. What do you think is
What
gonna
about
happen?
the girl in the beginning
was gonna happen?
of the episode that snitched on her boyfriend, and in the car situation when Kima and Herc and Carver were pulling over that car, the girl was in the back seat. She was like, "He been fucking that other bitch in my car, so now I'm about to snitch on him to the cops." She did the exact same thing. She was being slighted by somebody who had more power than her, so she used the only power she fucking had.
Also, Idris Elba
my whole
played the
thing,
system.
my whole thing was
different.
but it is different because
Can I, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's politics behind everything. So let's say if that happened, he got ripped off, and D went up to him and was like, "Look, you better not do this shit again." And maybe one punch, maybe one hard shove, but not sent to the hospital.
Serge, you're leading
he would have
a
went
bad
back to his
gang.
other dude. And was like, but they wouldn't have snitched on him. They wouldn't have had this leak. He would have gone back all right, we can't try that shit again.
My whole thing is if you get beat up,
you gotta
you
scare him, but don't don't kill him until like it was $30, bro.
Wow.
It was like $20.
Also, I think in the real world that most people who get brought down are literally brought down by snitches. So I know that there's a whole entire culture of like snitches get stitches and never snitch and all that, but like it happens for a reason, and it's because if you're a big badass drug dealer and you fuck someone over, like they can't kill you. If they kill you, they're dead. Like it's literally the only play they have left. So motherfuckers gonna play the only card they got, especially once you push them in the corner.
That's
just gonna happen.
How many times they've done that shit?
That's a good point. That's a good point. But still, man, I don't like that shit. That's just dirty.
Yeah. Well, Bubs is a dope fiend. He probably wasn't gonna be a favorite character.
You've never seen this show either, right?
No, but it makes sense to me that they beat that dude's ass. He should have done more, but it sucks. As a crackhead, you should expect
I'm okay with that.
any kind of
They should have killed him.
Cheating people on money.
They should have killed him, but they should have whooped his ass.
What do you mean, Pat?
He said they shouldn't have killed him. He said they shouldn't have. He said they shouldn't have.
I think Bubs is just really trying to clean himself up now, watching his friend get fucked up over some shit that he taught him to do.
Is one more thing though, also like Snot Boogie was like he was always being beat up for stealing money from them during the game, but at some point he turned out dead. So like it's like an escalation. Like the guy that got beat up would probably continue in that behavior. Like
I think Snot fucked with the wrong one.
Well, I mean, it's funny. They said they like Snot's at every game.
Yeah,
like,
he's the pet. He's the team pet. We know he's gonna do this shit.
Yeah, it's.
Well, this has been a good one. If all of our discussions are this long, it's going to take us a year to watch the
Now I'm gonna
series,
get an ugly dog,
which I would be very hyped for.
Okay, next time we have to
This
meet
is
at
a
like 8
discussion-heavy
a.m.
show, though, right?
Yeah, no, it is. No. I mean, I'm joking. Like, I'm absolutely loving it.
And
This is my
back to the quote, when it's not your turn, McNulty. I know what he meant there. He went and started talking to the judge and went behind her.
What was the quote?
When it's not your turn.
Yeah, but he told Bunny, he was like, "There you go, you ain't giving a fuck when it's not your turn." Like,
damn, that's fucked up, man.
This was
You know,
so
like
good.
Lance Reddick, he's like, what they call him, like, oh, he's black and he's in a big position of power and he hasn't angered any white people yet. So like he's over there like, no, we're not using wiretaps, we're not doing any surveillance.
because that's exactly what his fucking commanding officer told him. He was like, "I want this quick." He's like, "I don't want this to go on for too long. I don't want any wiretaps." Motherfucker's the first episode of the season.
Right. Yeah,
See,
5
I
seasons.
don't understand why there's got to be politics in like law enforcement. It's just so dumb. It just
There's
creates
politics in everything.
I know it just creates
That's a
so
damn good
many
point,
fucking
Brad, honestly.
stupid. It's just
All right, well, I think that's all the thing.
I liked how McNulty talked to the guy in the street when in the intro, because I think that's how he got the lead on all like the Barksdale conspiracy, but just like talking to people in the street and not being a dickhead like Gabriel and his pal.
Like fucking Hurricane
Over
Carver.
was like, break
What are we gonna do next? Fuck people up.
Break teeth! Break teeth!
He needs to be careful though, because McNulty's getting noticed. Idris Elba, I can't remember his name, was like, oh, there was that white dude in the courtroom.
And I like
the picture.
the two of them get. I forgot what their name is. What's Gabriel's name?
Carver.
Carver and his friend Herc are working together with McNulty on a team. So like their approaches in the street are going to probably collide at some point.
It's
Yeah,
so
they're more
good.
abrasive.
Yeah.
That dude Herc.
I like
that dude
Herc.
Herc is like that, like
Herc
that
is
New
so
Yorker in the
dumb.
Spider-Man movie. He's like that New Yorker in the Spider-Man movie that like stops the villain from hurting Spider-Man.
You mess with It's just like, I am New York as fucking here to just absolutely beat shit down. Let's go.
hey man, but he plays that role in every movie that he is. He always plays
He
a
does it
dirty cop.
perfectly, honestly.
Or like a, yeah, he's good.
All right, y'all. Well, this has been the first episode. Let us know what you think. Get down in the comments. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
What's up, everybody? It's Mickey. I am also gonna be watching The Wire, just not on the couch. So with the COVID happening, it was limited space on the couch. I really wanted to be on there, but it came down to me and Chris. We had both seen the show, and I thought it would just be more appropriate for Chris to be on the couch. I think he would have a lot more to say about this show. This is how I'm going to contribute to the conversation, because I did want to be a part of the conversation for this show especially. So basically, I'm going to watch the show on my own time. I might join for like select episodes, and then I'm going to do like a quick discussion point that'll be at the end of the discussion here. I'm gonna try to keep this on an episode by episode basis and not talk about future episodes to keep it spoiler free for anybody that's watching the show for the first time and then joining us for our reactions and discussions afterwards. So the first time I saw the show, it was very hyped up to me. And just jumping into the world, I definitely liked episode 1, but I remember thinking, man, this is like super slow. Like, it's not what I expected at all. But that's kind of the point, right? It's a cop drama, so you're expecting like this high octane, balls to the wall kind of action story. But The Wire is very, very steeped in realism to like a very high degree. It's uncomfortably real at times, and I think that's the point of the show, is to show you that police work isn't anything extravagant. It's a lot of paperwork, it's a lot of bureaucracy, it's a lot of red tape, and it shows you like the non-glamorous, well, not that crime is glamorous, but it just shows you like the realistic nature of how everything is going down. We have law enforcement, and then we have the criminals. Criminals are the Barksdales, and it seems to me that they were talking about somebody else was running the territory, and the Barksdales have kind of recently moved in. They've been there long enough to control all the territories and all the money and everything going on. But basically, it just shows you, it's a never-ending kind of thing. So like somebody goes down, somebody else ends up replacing that, and it's just a continuing problem. Like Carver said, you can't call this a war on drugs because wars have an end. And I thought that was like a really, really awesome line. I noticed a lot of foreshadowing in this episode for what happens in the future. I'm not going to speak on it, just in case you're watching this for the first time. I just found it really interesting. You have law enforcement, which is very disorganized, underfunded, undertrained, under-resourced, and uncooperative. And what do I mean by that? They're disorganized because nobody knows what's going on. The scene with McNulty and the judge was like, wait, who knows about this? And McNulty's like, everybody on the west side knows about this. So like they don't have as much information that they need to be working with. And even in the judge's office, there was a box called Violent Crimes, and it was just sitting in the corner, and who knows how long that's been sitting there. And we even saw in Better Call Saul recently, there was like a whole closet full of unsolved cases, and that's kind of the nature of crime, is that they are happening way faster than we can tackle them or solve them. And that's due to it's just due to the amount of bureaucracy and red tape. It really slows down the legal system. Once McNulty's, the deputy, I'm talking about the deputy, he was really pissed that McNulty talked to the judge and made him look bad, but it's like, you guys are all on the same side. You should be working together. So it was very interesting to me that the deputy was really pissed off about McNulty talking with the judge, even though they're all working towards the common goal, which is to limit or end crime. But it doesn't seem that way. With law enforcement, everything seems to be within their own departments, and nobody wants to work with each other because it's like, no, this is my case. You get away and go find your own case. It's more about like the glory of like bringing down certain people so that you can use that to propel your career instead of just working together as one unit to bring something down. So that's what I mean by uncooperative and disorganized. Underfunded because the cops, they don't even have computers at this time. A lot of them, they're working on typewriters. So that is underfunded and under-resourced. Carver, and then the other guy, his partner, I'm blanking on his name. But basically, he just wants to go out there and break heads on the street and be in the nitty-gritty. And he doesn't want to be doing any paperwork, and he doesn't even know how to do the paperwork. So there's training issues, funding issues. And on the flip side, you see the criminals, which are highly organized, well-funded. They have a grip over the community through fear. They are literally able to pay people off and get away with murders. And they have a grip on the community. Nobody talks to the cops for two reasons. One is fear. As they say, snitches get stitches. And you saw that at the end of the episode where the witness was shot. So anybody that feels brave enough to stand up, they're not going to last long. So that's one reason nobody in the community speaks up, is they're fearful. But two, there's just the general distrust with the police and the community. And we see that in the very first scene of the episode where McNulty is talking to Snot Boogie's friend, Snot Boogie being the guy who was killed, and he's like, okay, so who killed him? And the other guy's like, man, I'm not talking to anybody, I'm not going to any court, I'm not doing this. So there's just a general distrust and a general unwillingness to work with the police, even if it's like, oh, my friend got shot, but I don't want to talk to the police about anything. It's really interesting, just the disconnect between the two things, and nobody can seem to work together. But the criminals are highly funded, well organized, they control so many territories, they control so many drugs, and how they even go about it. You know, you pay the guy here, but then you go collect your drugs here, just in case they're being surveilled, that they can keep those two things separated to argue when it comes down to being in the courtroom, you know, in the legal system. Like, they have all these ins and outs of how to get away with things, and it's insanely organized. And they're even using children to sling the drugs for them, because they are under 18. So if they get arrested, the most they're going to be facing is juvie. They're not going to be doing like big time, you know, going to big boy jail essentially. And what I found really sad is these kids are very educated, and that is evident with Michael B. Jordan's character. I'm blanking on his name, but when they were arguing about the money, and they were talking about the $10 bill with Hamilton on there, and there was like, you know, dead presidents on the money, and Michael B. Jordan goes, "That's not, he wasn't a president," and everybody's like, what are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. Of course he's a president, but that shows you, you know, Michael B. Jordan he pays attention in school. He knows that fact that his friends did not, and Hamilton was not a president. So that was a really sad scene to me. It's those tiny little details that really make The Wire so awesome, because it shows you that Michael B. Jordan is this really smart kid, but there's so little opportunities for him in his community that he has I wouldn't say no choice, but you know, slinging drugs and being a part of the problem, I guess, it's just kind of a way of life in Baltimore and the communities of Baltimore. So I thought that was like a really awesome detail, and it sucks that kids are being used, but that's how high level of an organization that the criminals have. So who's really able to take this on is the FBI. We saw McNulty go into the FBI office, and they have like a legit setup, a legit surveillance operation going on. 9/11 has just recently happened, and if you were living in America at that time, pretty much right after that, we put all of our resources in a counterterrorism. Homeland Security was created. So all of these higher level law enforcements, like the FBI and above, they're focused on counterterrorism now, and they're pulling out of all of the work that they currently had been doing, making it even more difficult for the local law enforcement to tackle an already, you know, huge, tremendous problem. So that was you really gotta like set yourself in the time of this show. But regardless, The Wire is timeless, because these issues are ongoing and forever. Like, the day The Wire becomes irrelevant is the day that society will be in a much better place. So it sucks, because I don't think The Wire will ever become irrelevant, because it just keeps going, man. The cycle just keeps going. So McNulty at the very end, when he's peeing on the train tracks and the train is coming towards him, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and take this case, and then he walks off the track and the train just goes by, nearly missing him. I think that's foreshadowing for McNulty for the you know, the job that he's about to tackle, and whether he'll be able to handle it or not. Then we have the junkie characters, Bubbles and the other guy. I'm blanking on their names. It's been a long time since I saw the show. I just watched episode 1 last night again. But Bubbles is a very, very interesting character. I will speak more on him as we see more of him. But man, this was really, really, really awesome rewatching episode 1 for the second time in a very, very long time. I noticed a lot more, and I have a much better grip on the story knowing what I know. And this was a fantastic first episode. It really sets the stage of this problem, which I guess is the drug problem, but I think it's more complicated than that. But basically, at the core of this show, there is a problem in this society, and The Wire really shows you how systemic that problem is, and how that problem bleeds into every facet of society. And I really, really love that the show shows you everybody's perspective. You see the perspective of the cops on the front line in the streets. You see the perspective of the deputy in his office. You see the perspective of the judge in his court. You see the perspective of the criminals handling their business. You see the perspective of the witnesses trying to be brave enough to be witnesses. You see the perspective of the junkies dealing with their lives. You really see every single perspective surrounding this core problem, and that is what is so incredible about The Wire, is it really does not leave any stone unturned. And as the show goes on, it's just going to be more and more and more building on that. So I really, really enjoyed The Wire, and I'm so excited that we're finally doing it, and I'm so excited to be on this journey. Yeah, I'll try to keep these shorter, but man, I have so much to say. I really wanted to be on the couch, but that's okay. I still get to contribute in my own way, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't already done so, please share the video, comment below, let us know what you're thinking about this reaction so far, and hit the like button, because that's the best thing you can do for us for free, $99, and we will see you for episode 2 next week. Peace!
Thanks for watching The Wire with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut content. Special shout out to our super patrons Aaron, Eleanor, Explorin' Dylan, Joe, Light Yagami, Michael, Povey, Ricky, Ruby, Nick, Bystander, Tristan, I Eat Pink Tacos, Keyboard Junkie, the NYR Fan, and ZJP, and we will see you all next time.